Imagine loving someone for 10 years. You've grown together, laughed, fought, survived all the ups and downs of life. You've lived with this person for 3 years. They know you better than anyone else. But here's the catch. Your family says you can't marry them. Why? Because of religion. And now you're stuck in a place where every choice feels like a betrayal. A betrayal of your family or a betrayal of your heart.
It started like any other love story. Two people from different faiths met, connected, and slowly built something real. At first, it felt simple. When you're young and in love, the world's rules don't feel so heavy. But as the years passed and the relationship became serious, the weight of those rules started pressing down. For 10 years, this couple stayed together. That's not a fling. That's almost a lifetime of memories. Birthdays, job changes, moving into an apartment together. 3 years of shared rent, shared meals, shared dreams. By this point, they weren't just dating. They were already living as partners. But then came the resistance. The families. One side demanded conversion. The other side refused to accept it altogether. Instead of celebrating love, both families treated it as rebellion, as though the choice to love outside of their faith was an attack on their identity. The couple, once so sure of each other, now faced a wall they couldn't climb. Family versus future. Imagine that. After a decade of love, your parents still don't see your partner as enough. It's not about who they are as a person, it's about the label of their belief system. For many watching this, maybe you know exactly what that feels like. When the person you love becomes a symbol of disobedience in the eyes of your family. The couple tried everything. They waited, hoping time would soften hearts. They compromised, tried to explain, tried to prove their love. But the more they tried, the more resistance they faced. One of them even left their home city, lost a job, and cut ties with family. All because love demanded sacrifice. Can you imagine the loneliness of that decision? To give up everything familiar just to hold on to someone who feels like home. And yet, love doesn't erase pain. Behind the smiles, there was depression, tears, anxiety. The question kept returning. Is love enough to survive when the whole world says it's wrong? Here's what no one tells you about interfaith love. It's not just two people. It's two histories, two families, two sets of traditions and beliefs colliding. And the people in the middle? They carry all the weight. They carry the guilt of hurting their parents, the guilt of not being enough for their partner's family.
This is the silent
the
heartbreak
fear that one
doesn't
day
show up in
pressure will
photos
crack
or
what they
Instagram
built
stories.
together. It's not just about love. It's about identity, about belonging. And sometimes the fight for your relationship becomes a fight for yourself. So what do you do? Do you give up love to keep your family's approval? Or do you hold on to love, even if it means walking alone without their blessing? There's no easy answer here. Every choice has a cost. But one truth remains. Real love will always demand courage. Courage to stand against pressure, courage to define your own path, courage to believe that your happiness matters too. Maybe you've lived this story yourself. Maybe you're in it right now. If you are, I want you to know you're not alone. Thousands of others are carrying the same weight, asking the same questions. And sometimes, just hearing that someone else understands can be the first step toward healing. What about you? Have you ever had to choose between family, faith, and the person you love? Share your story in the comments. Someone else might need to hear it. And if this video spoke to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it, because these are the conversations we need to have, even when they're uncomfortable.